Welcome to the Live Wide Open podcast. I'm your host, Randy B. Ramirez, also known as Wide Open Randy, and I'm here to lead you to become the best version of yourself. This show helps raise the bar for other motorsport enthusiasts. Holding on wide open is just what we do. Being a great person is who we are, and living our lives to the fullest is the lifestyle that we choose. Man, today we're going to be diving into how we are not like everyone else, right? And because of that, racing is our form of decompression, right? You see, we're fucking motorsport enthusiasts. We love racing, right? And so, because of that, we use it as a form of decompression, right? You see, racing offers an outlet of stress relief for us, right? Racing offers an outlet to go and focus, right? Racing offers an outlet for personal fulfillment to us, right? Racing is more than just a sport to us. It's literally a fucking therapeutical experience that combines the thrill of speed. It comprises of the satisfaction to have fucking skill and to improve our skills, right? And then it comprises the satisfaction and the joy of being immersed in our passion, in doing what we love, and fucking thriving in that shit, right? Literally, like racing, it's a way to fucking hit the reset button, not only mentally, but physically, and then return to life's challenges with a revived sense of energy, with a revived sense of focus, with a revived sense of, yo, I'm gonna fucking kill this shit, right? You see, like if you're listening, if you're watching, if you're part of this, if you've been supporting, then I fucking pretty much know that you're also a motorsport enthusiast, right? Because yes, we're here to improve, we're here to evolve, we're here to grow, but then we're also here to lean into who the fuck we truly are, right? Racing and motorsports and anything that has a fucking high performance engine really helps us thrive. It helps us release tension. It helps us focus. It helps us just be who the fuck we are, right? And because of that, I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you for being here. I want to be thank you for supporting us, right? And so let's lean into how racing for us is our form of decompression, right? You see, racing, it helps us connect with our passion, right? These high performance engines that create the happiness in our lives, that create a way of release the stress, an outlook to go and just be like and immersed in what we love, right? You see, doing what we love, which is inherently rejuvenating and fulfilling, which aka racing, right? You see, it releases the tension, right? It releases the stress. It releases all whatever the fuck could be going on outside in our lives. If we go race, if we go enjoy what we love, if we go doing our passions, if we go enjoy these high performance machines, right? It just forms a disconnection. It's a form of getting lost in this natural high because we love doing this shit, right? You see, it's literally like the physical act of driving, like, and I'm just going to take driving for example because like if you follow me, you know I also love motorcycles, but let's use driving on this one for example, right? Like clutching the fucking steering wheel, right? Like handling the gear shifts, especially if you're on a stick shift car, which I have. My Silverado's automatic and it's fun, but now I'm on the mission to get my Camaro going, and my Camaro stick shift, and I'm just going to stay stick shift, right? And so what I remember back when I was running, and this is what I focus on now, is back then, man, I remember clutching the wheel, fucking throwing those gears, like no lift shifts, that shit popping fucking. That's how I got the name the Shotgun Camaro, because it would fucking bomb out the exhaust, these fucking massive fireballs, right? Like the feelings of the vibration and the sound of the engine, like all this shit, like truly releases all this built up tension that we have in the body, right? Like when we lean into that, like it fuels us to do better in life, right? And so the thing that I used to think back then was that, oh, maybe I should hide this, maybe I should not lean into who the fuck I am. And then as a result, me trying to climb the corporate ladder, and I did got to the top of that company. Like I lost who I was, and I gave up racing, I gave up riding, I gave up all the motorsport passions that I loved, and I ended up being lost. And in the process, I become really stressed, and I became addictive to bad habits and bad patterns and bad things in my life. And so now what I do is, now that I've evolved from that, now that I'm on my next chapter, now that I've become better, I'm doing more and I'm being more and I'm fucking so focused, laser focused, I literally lean into who the fuck I really am, my most authentic self, right? And racing and thriving in these high performance engines that we love is part of who the fuck I am. It literally releases and lets me thrive in all the other areas in life, right? It literally channels a higher frequency of energy for me. And if you also love that, I know that you can vibe with that because it's this form of decompression, it's this form of escape, it's this form of just of being on a natural high when you get in there and you race and you're fucking have this high performance machine that is fucking pulling the G forces and making you feel great. Like it's like nothing other, right? Because and, and and this is true to especially if you have something really fast, right? It requires precision, it requires skill, right? It requires you to be focused, right? It requires you to fucking push the limits to fucking really take out and enjoy all that fucking horsepower that your machine has, right? It literally allows us racers, fucking, more sport enthusiasts, people like you and me right here, to really channel our energy into something that is constructive and that is rewarding and that is a natural high feeling, right? Lean into that shit, right? Connect with your racing side of things. Connect with that high performance engine that we all love and become who you truly want to be, right? Use it as a form to decompress, enjoy that passion so that you can go out and be more, do more, and become better, right? You see, racing, it literally is like an adrenaline release. Like, it really is. Even though, and I say adrenaline release, which is just funny because when you go racing, you go fucking enjoy these high performance engines. It's a fucking adrenaline chase in itself, right? But it's truly an adrenaline release, right? Like the thrill of the speed, right? The excitement of accelerating down the track or the road or whatever the fuck it is you're riding or driving at, right? It literally provides a healthy adrenaline rush to us, right? And then when we provide that healthy adrenaline rush to us, when we embrace that adrenaline, when we look for that natural high that these high performance engines provides, right? It helps clear our mental fog. It helps us recharge like our mind. It helps us become better. It helps us come back like with this renewed sense of like, yo, what's next? Right? Like that's what I've experienced. And that's why I really make time to go enjoy my motorsport passions. Now I really make time to go decompress. And for us, motorsport enthusiasts, it's a form of racing. It's a form of whether it be driving, riding, whatever it is for you, right? If it has a high performance engine, then you know it's a form of decompression. It's a form of therapy for us, right? Literally, like the controlled danger, whether it be at the track or in like in riding for me, it's like in a warehouse area because we ride lots. It's all a controlled danger. Like it's a calculated risk, but it's this fucking sense of high that is just like no other, right? And you have to be able to have this passion for it for you to understand what I'm saying right now, right? Literally, like the calculated risks in racing and thriving and chasing these high horsepower fucking machines, right? It literally stimulates the body like into its fight or flight mode, right? And it gives us this sense of renewedness, right? When you see when we go into that fight or flight system, right? You start thriving. You have that adrenaline rush. Your endorphins start fucking flying, right? Like, and for us, it's a safe, controlled environment. People think this is the funny thing because when I say that, like people are like, "Yo, that's not safe. That's not controlled." No, but it's calculated risk to us, right? It literally offers a physical and emotional release. Like, man, the other day I made a post on my motorcycle, on my Suzuki 1000R, that and the caption was, reckless or controlled, right? And the reason why I said that is because I did a wheelie and I went straight to balance point, straight to a coaster, right? And I've been practicing that trick, which is you clutch it up, you give it gas, and right after you hit the clutch up, you no more gas, right? So it's a little wham, and it goes straight to the back, and it takes precision, it takes calculated risk, it takes having control of your machine to be able to pull that off. And people who weren't vibing with that were like, "Oh, that's reckless. Oh, that's reckless." But then a lot of people that rode understood the control that it took to execute that trick. And so, like we're talking about today, for us, it's a form of decompression. So if people don't vibe with that, tell them go fuck off. Go enjoy whatever the fuck you like, right? Go swing that damn golf club or whatever it is. Like for me, I prefer sports that make use that requires our both of our balls, right? And I said that because I said, you know, golfing, you know, but the same thing goes for basketball or baseball, whatever. For me personally, right? Like maybe for you it is different, but for me personally, I never liked those sports. For me, if it wasn't that it didn't have a motor, it wasn't of high value to me, right? Because it requires fucking both of your nuts. You need to be a little loose. You need to be a little crazy. You need to have some screws loose in your head to be able to enjoy this fucking adrenaline, right? Like for us, it's a controlled sense of thrill. It's a fucking adrenaline chase. Like it's a release that we chase to be able to become better, right? And so in that, there's achievement. And in that, there's growth, right? As crazy as that sounds, there really is, right? And the reason why I say that is because racing enables us to make personal progress in areas that help us escape from the regular routine, right? Think about it. Like if you're a racer, you're trying to improve your lap times, you're trying to master a tricky corner, you're trying to get a faster quarter mile or an eighth mile, you're trying to fucking nail down a better trick, you're trying to do a longer wheelie, or you're trying to do a longer stoppie, or you're trying to fucking do more circle wheelies, or whatever it is, or maybe you're trying to go way faster on your boat, like whatever it is, it literally enables us to make personal progress in areas that help us escape from the regular routine, right? So it's a sense of achievement. It's a sense of growth for us, right? Literally mastering all those things, it gives us a feeling of thrill, of joy, of control. And then what happens is that it boosts our confidence and it boosts our self-esteem because we're able to go disconnect, because we're able to go enjoy our passions, because we're able to do what the fuck we love, right? And we're not looking at it as something bad. We're looking at it as who the fuck we are. We're leaning into our authentic self. We're just doing it because we love, and then we go back and we kill all the areas in our life, right? Racing literally is like, and it is for me, and I know probably for you too, it gives us a sense of freedom, right? Like it gives us a sense of release, of just being like one with that machine, right? You see, like being on the track, like being away from your distractions, like it gives us racers a sense of liberation that we can't be found anywhere else. It's a fucking natural high. It really is. Like that feeling is like and one of my good friends always says like, oh, it's like a fucking hit of like adrenaline, right? Like it's like you're feeling for that shit, right? And it is for us, right? Like, and if you fucking are one, you know what I'm fucking talking about, right? It literally gives us a productive way to channel our stress into tangible growth, right? And I say tangible growth because when you go release your stress, when you go focus on just doing you, when you go race, when you go decompress, when you go chase that thrill, you come back and you're like renewed. You're like, ah, oh, I needed that. All right, that was good. All right, what's next? Right? Okay, well, what are we going to attack today? Right? How are we going to become better? How are we going to kill it at work? How are we going to improve our relationships? Right? Like literally by going to do that, you start thriving in areas in your life. Right? So my question here for you today, as we're getting ready to wrap this episode, right, is when was the last time that you had a decompression session, my friend? Huh? Like when was the last time? And maybe for you it's driving, maybe for you it's riding, maybe for you it's taking your boat out, maybe for you it's mudding, maybe for you it's whatever form of high performance machine that you really enjoy. Like when was the last time that you had a decompression session? Right? Think about it. And then my challenge here for you today is I want you to pull out your phone. I want you to pull out your calendar, right? And then I want you to schedule that next appointment with yourself to be able to go racing, to be able to go enjoy your hobby, to be able to go lean into that passion, to chase that natural high, right? Literally pull out your calendar right now as you're listening to me and go schedule that next session, right? Is it Friday night? Is it this weekend? Is it this month? Whatever it is, schedule it. Put it on your calendar. Because when you put it on your calendar, you're literally committing to it. You're literally telling yourself, all right, this is important and this is what's going to happen. And on this day, I'm going to go enjoy myself. And so I'm going to leave you with this one little final thought here that is that I really vibe with, right? See, racing is meditation at 200 miles per hour. I love that because if you know that, if you, maybe it's not 200 miles per hour for you, right? But if you have gone fast, if you have gone the thrill, if you feel the G-forces, if you focus, laser focus, and everything is passing by you, whether it be on your car, your motorcycle, your boat, whatever the fuck it is, right? You know that that's a form of meditation. You know that's a form of focus, right? And so the track, and this is one that I want you to really realize because it's so fucking true. The track, it doesn't care about your stress, right? The track, it demands your focus. And then in that focus, you find freedom, my friend. So go schedule that. Go make it happen. Go release that stress. Go enjoy your passion. And go be who the fuck you really are. Race to decompress, my brother. Yo, I'm driving the checkered flag deep into the ground and I'm calling all the motorsport enthusiasts who want to improve their situation. Let's break free from all the shit that's been holding us back and let's become the badass motherfuckers that we're all meant to be. Breaking the stereotype is exactly what we're here to do. This movement is called Live Your Life Wide Open, and helping others level up is the mission that God has tasked us with. If by any chance you still haven't subscribed yet, man, what are you fucking waiting for? Go ahead and smash that button so you never miss another episode. And if you connected with today's message, if you resonated with today's message, if you're also a badass motorsport enthusiast who loves the thrill and joy of these high performance engines, man, do me a favor and please share this on your story. Make sure that you tag me at Wide Open Randy because those are the actions that help more gearheads to see and hear about this podcast. And ultimately, that's how our community grows. I'll catch up with you on the next episode. But till then, live your life wide open, my friend. Peace.